Greetings everyone, Corey here. Time for another midnight review, and this is gonna be a double feature. First movie up that I saw today was Missing Link, which is like a film, so it's a claymation slash 3D printed model kind of film. So if you've seen like Kubo and the Two Strings, Paranorman, which is probably one of my favorites of Box Trolls. Uh, oh man, the other ones are just escaping my thought right now, but yeah, so. It's a Leica film, which is really cool. I do like the animations. I do like the style that they use, and it's just getting more smoother and smoother. And they, revolutionized the whole like 3D printing for the facial animation, so they are a lot more lifelike than most other like claymation, stop motion animations and movies. So overall, the movie is great. Uh, I actually liked it a bit more than Kubo and the Two Strings, just because there was more humor, and the humor actually hit pretty much all the time. Like I don't think there was anything that was or joke or even something that what could be taken as a joke didn't hit and made me smile or giggle or laugh. There was a few really good moments where it's just the Bigfoot, the Squatch, the missing link. He's you know just this naive kind of out of society kind of person. So it's the fish out of water kind of setup where he's in this new industrial world, and it's just completely different than what he's used to. And he's trying to find his relatives across the world at the Himalayas, the abominable snowman and the Yetis pretty much. And it's actually pretty cool. I actually do like the way that the story folded out, the pacing that it went at. There's a lot of journeying, but it's kind of like a Indiana Jones journeying where you know he's showing his path that he's gonna take, and then he's there. You're not dilly dallying with the whole travel too much, even though there are a few scenes where it shows them traveling. There is some dialogue, of course, during those scenes, which are pretty important. And also, it's really cool just to for Leica just to show off their flex a little with their stop motion animation and just how beautiful things can be. Even though, of course, the further items are usually computer generated, but still, it looks amazing nonetheless. I mean, some parts it's like you watch and you're like, this is all stop motion. I mean, it looks almost computer generated. Of course, their movements are a lot more. So the thing with stop motion, usually their movements are a little more slower because of the frames that they use, but they're also smoother too. But being that smooth, does make them seem like they're a little slower because we usually get that motion blur a lot of times with computer graphic animation stuff like that. Granted, of course, if you've seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, they did things different, so you didn't really get that motion blur. But yeah, most of the time, computer graphics movies they usually add motion blur, so it feels more lifelike, more like a regular movie. But Leica usually doesn't. Uh, I think they do still, but it's very subtle if they do. But overall, man, just like the actors, the characters, the way that it all, because it's a big story. I mean, they literally travel around the world and back, and it didn't feel rushed. It felt, it was a quick pace, but it didn't feel rushed at all. And it's very enjoyable. I mean, it's only a 90-minute movie, and I wanted more. But it's definitely worth it. Definitely check it out. I can't recommend it enough. I'm sure kids will love it, even adults. There's some really good stuff in there. So check it out. Recommend it for sure. On to the next review, next video. Till next time, guys. Later.